crazy fact, right?
Crazy fact.
We watched Retro yesterday.
We watched Retro yesterday.
That
is correct.
It is the 1 year anniversary of it being in theaters.
Oh,
yes.
That's an interesting coinkydink.
But just this morning, they dropped the entire behind the scenes.
No way!
Just this morning.
Now that's a weird coinkydink.
Unfortunately, there are no subs.
Okay, so we need a million stupid baby to help us out there.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to sub, because we watched it, obviously we were right when we saw it, I was like, I need to see a behind the scenes of how they made this.
Just the one shot.
So if anybody wants to do a subbing of a demo video,
Yeah.
let me know.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never forget.
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Direction of Korbin.
I'm Rick.
You can follow us on Instagram,
And Twitter.
And that
Juicy content. Juiciness is coming out your butt.
Thank you to Sports on Patreon. Follow us on official Twitter account. Subscribe and hit that like button. What was that?
It's a little. Reminds me of your mom.
Today we got this is speaking of that, a Suriya song.
Suriya boom.
Dropped a few days ago. It's from his upcoming movie the song is at least called Karuppa Kooda Va. From
Karuppa Kooda.
Karuppa.
Kooda. Karuppa Kooda. Karuppa Kooda. Karuppa Kooda. Karuppa Kooda. Karuppa Kooda. What's the movie? Karuppa. No. Sorry. Karuppu. Karuppa Kooda from Karuppu.
There we go.
Dream Warrior Pictures. Produced by. Sounds like AR. Not anymore.
Yeah. Oh, like I've never heard him do that.
Where do we know him from?
We've heard him sing a lot.
Is he in a band as well?
I don't know. I just know we've heard his voice a lot.
Nice. Love the piano underneath. Ooh. Damn. Gonna see how that works in the gym. Dang.
Ooh, you need to be just doing something like pretty intense and fast paced.
Karuppa Kooda Va. It may not even be up here yet. I misspelled it. Karuppa Kooda Va. There it is.
You know what this made me think of? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Awesome.
Made me sad. Like if the America didn't completely wipe out and commit a genocide on the Native American people.
Why are you leaving out of the other people that we've been committing genocide on?
I know.
Okay.
Completely, literally wiped them off the face of the planet, basically. Because they were in massive numbers.
Not completely. We put them in little places and gave them lots of alcohol. So we've been pretty kind.
Yeah, been very kind. But like, if there was like still a large population
Of indigenous.
people, would they have started their own kind of like, you know, if they had like basically their own state, would they have been able to just do their own kind of film industry with their own language?
Of course.
And obviously being able to put their culture and traditions and songs in the forefront.
They'd have a lot of stories.
For some reason, that may obviously now they used to be in Westerns because it was pretty racist what they did in Westerns to the Native American people. Making them seem like the bad guys. But like they're basically, if there's a Native American movie, it's like a small indie movie, like about, you know, some awful thing that's happening to them.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, would they have done these big, massive movies?
No, they would, yeah. They're a storytelling
with their
people.
Song and their stories.
Correct. Yeah.
Anyways, it was,
Yeah.
for some reason, it made me think of that.
Well, it did because it's so, this really felt like, as I was listening to it, I thought one of the things that India has that very, very few places have, America doesn't have, is this
Can't be freedom.
millennium of ancestral voices and energy and history to call
we have
upon.
it. It's just not ours.
Yeah, no. We're about to have our 250th birthday. We're
doing so well.
Such an old country.
We're doing so well.
But yeah, that definitely feels. You know what it reminded me of? I always forget the name of that long film that blew our minds. That is ancestral and off the rails, but we adored it. It's Tamil. It's got a V in it. You know what I'm talking about. It's a classic.
With the booby.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's just
Avan Ovian or something like that.
yeah. You can there's just there's times. This is one of those songs where the music, you can feel the DNA. That's the other thing. I mentioned that to Indrani when we were in India, that you can feel we don't have a connection here to the literal soil. You know, for me to get connected to my predominant DNA and my soil, I got to go to a place I've never been. I got to go to Italy. Whereas if you're Indian, you are in the place that's why it's motherland. It's
You probably
There's
film that
nothing
a little
like
more
it.
in New York, though.
I do, but even that, what, 250 years ago, I mean, 400 years ago, New York was nothing but Native American. It was indigenous people, loaded with indigenous tribes in New York. And 400 years ago, people were living in Calcutta. And we're living in India for another 400 before that, and another 400 before that, and another 400 before that.
Well, here as well, but just not us.
It's that connection to your people and your place and the literal soil is pretty special, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty special. I could feel that. That's why I think you were thinking about that, because you feel that in this song.
You felt the cultural download.
Yeah. And the other thing, listen to it again with headphones and stuff, because it could be easily missed. There's stuff going on underneath with the piano and the synth and the strings. Super wonderful composition that adds so much energy and increase, and it's really well structured. The song builds appropriately. That's a great song. I've added it to my playlist. I'm going to see how that flies at the gym. I imagine that's going to fly really, really well at the gym. Great song. And I mean, I'm excited because if the song is any indication, it looks like this thing's going to be a freaking monstrous epic with Suriya.
Yeah, and I love Suriya.
Yeah. We mentioned it during Retro. He has the ability to have such deep intensity, but he also can have deep vulnerability and sensitivity.
Do you know what the first Suriya movie we watched was?
No.
It was the plane one.
I was going to say that. I was going to say I bet it was the plane one.
I wonder if we would like that.
Which we didn't like that movie.
Yeah.
We didn't have a problem with Suriya's performance.
No, it wasn't Suriya.
It was the pretty much, I guess you could chalk it up to the direction of the film and the story, the way it was directed and conveyed narratively.
Everybody else liked it, though.
Yeah. We might like it more.
Puturi or something
Yeah,
like
Sorari Potru. We might like it now. I'd be willing to.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to rewatch it, but
Yeah. I believe
sometimes a rewatch doesn't help.
No,
For me.
but I think that was early on. Maybe 2,
Yeah.
maybe 3 at the latest.
The ones we didn't like from 2019 to 2022, 2023, no later than 2023 probably. I'd be, especially years 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to go back and
Especially if it's
look at it again.
not Hindi.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we were still so new to all the other industries.
Yeah, our first lesson in that was we went, one of the first South Indian films we tried to watch was Bahubali, and we both acknowledged at the time, we're probably not ready to watch this yet.
Yeah.
It's, we probably need a bit more edumacation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or just getting used to the style of cinema, I think, is a big part of it. Because I still haven't watched Devdas yet again, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
With Steph at some point. And I'd imagine I'll like it just because I'm used to.
Right. You probably
I'm used
will.
to the overacting.
The thing about Bahubali as well that we didn't understand at the time, I remember vividly sitting there watching it and thinking, man, the CGI is crap.
Yeah.
And not knowing the trajectory that the Indian CGI was on, and that there's not a fair comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a fair comparison to take CGI of whatever year that was. Let's say, I don't remember the year of Bahubali, but let's say it was 1990, right? The technological advancements at that particular time were not the same. They are now.
I believe Bahubali was 2015. I think 2015.
I was going to say.
I think 2015.
Yeah, we're not at the 10-year mark, are we? No. Anyway, that was a really good song. Really, really enjoyed that. Made me excited for the movie.
Oh, it's a TV series.
He's looking up when Bahubali came out.
2 was 2017, so
yeah,
I'm guessing
probably pretty
2016
close
for the first one. That's pretty close. Anyways, let's know what you thought about the song. If you're excited about the movie and anything else we need to know, down below.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never forget.